Serendipity Style, where every week I'll show you some of the finest luxury handbags, fashions, shoes, and accessories from my designer Consignment boutique. Serendipity, located in Glades Plaza at 2200 Glades Road in Boca Raton. So let's get on with the show. Here we go. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Serendipity Style, as I say, Lisa Stark. I'm Lisa Stark, and I have a very special guest with me this evening. It's my mother.
Yay!
This is my mother, Phyllis, and I decided to bring her on. She has a lot of stories to tell, and she was a frustrated actress and grew up in the theater business, and also she grew up in Red Hook, New York. So I just wanted to bring my mom because I love her, and I thought this would be a really nice thing. And it's a pre-Mother's Day. It's a little early, but it's a pre-Mother's Day.
It's a wonderful Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Wonderful gift.
So, Mom, when you grew up, because I've always spoken to my mother is an amazing, amazing actress, which she missed her calling because, as I say, she was a frustrated actress. My grandparents and my whole family were in the movie business, right, Mom?
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I grew up in a movie theater because my parents and all of my family, my grandparents were all in. They had the one-screen little theaters back then, the little movie theaters, not like it is today. And my parents would go to work, and I'd come to the movie theater and sit in the third row center and see all the wonderful musicals of those days. And I just always wanted to be up there on the screen and doing the same thing. And that was my childhood.
Yeah. And then you went off from what you told me. How old were you, 19?
19.
And this wouldn't happen today, I don't think. Your parents said, okay, you want to be an actress? Drop this babe off in New York City. So my mother goes. You go to New York, Manhattan. You drop her off at the Barbizon. What was it, the Barbizon?
The Barbizon for women. They felt I'd be very safe there.
Safe. Well, you might be safe. You were safe, actually.
Yeah, they knew they didn't have to worry about me because the Barbizon for women didn't allow men above
that true,
the first.
Mom?
That's true.
No hanky-panky?
No. Well, that's another story.
That's another story okay, good. A little hanky-panky, Mom.
Yeah.
I hope you weren't the hanky-panky.
No, never.
Okay,
never, my darling daughter.
My mother was a virgin when she had me. Anyway, so
they left me there. I took a year off from college and said, I'm going to New York and I'm going to be an actress.
Right.
But it wasn't as easy as I thought. You had to be very tough. And I guess, whatever happened, I met a lot of wonderful, interesting people.
Who was your roommate?
Tina Louise.
Yeah. Tina Louise
was my roommate.
From Gilligan's Island, as
From Gilligan's Island. She was a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she and her mom.
Yeah,
Mom dropped
she's
her
still
off
around.
Too.
She's still around.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And
where did you work? When you worked, how did you? Where did you even get the? How did you get it?
I had my newspaper, or had my newspaper. I had a newspaper, and I looked at the help wanted.
Right.
And I said, let's see, I've got to find a job. What'll I get?
Little 19-year-old.
And there was something like a receptionist at Music Corporation of America, which I didn't even know that it was one of the top talent agencies handling all of the major movie stars of the day. And so I went there for an interview, and they hired me, and I was like window dressing.
Did they hire you right on the spot?
They did. They did.
And
they wanted somebody who knew how to talk to people and be comfortable working with a lot of big names like Marlon Brando and Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison and just or whoever.
It was endless.
Joanne Woodward and Paul Newman. And,
you must have loved that.
I loved it. I just loved it. And so that was a wonderful time for me, and I met a lot of interesting people. But my parents drove me crazy because they said, come back and go to finish school and go to college.
How long were you living in New York?
I was in New York for about 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah. How long did you think?
I
We
don't
never
know.
talked about
I
it.
know. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a couple, like at least a year.
No, it was
8 months.
Yeah,
They should have
that's all.
thought of
I
that.
did
They
a
gave. You know
lot.
what? You
I
did
did a
that to me
lot
when I
then.
was young. You
What?
want to go out for an ice cream? You want an ice cream? Oh, wait a minute. We don't have time for the ice cream. So your mother teased you with 8 months. Took you there.
And then go back to school.
You were having too
and then
much
you
fun.
can do anything you want. So I said, well, if I get in, because it was the last minute, if I get into school, all right, I'll go.
And you
And
got
I
it.
got into school. And then on my first day at school,
Yeah.
I met your father. And that was the end of my education.
Yeah, that was
for
a quick.
that.
You should have stayed in New York. Sorry, Dad.
Whatever life, there's a path in life.
There
and,
is.
and I followed the path, and
Yeah.
whatever it gave me, my beautiful, wonderful daughter.
Yeah,
And I'm
thank
very blessed to have you, Lisa,
Yeah, thank
because
you. Same
I'm
here,
so
Mom.
proud. My daughter, I don't know which way I'm looking
You
here,
can look right-
but my daughter is a wonderful, wonderful person, a wonderful human being. And everything that's coming to you now, Lisa, is you deserve, because you've worked very, very hard.
Thanks, Mom.
And everyone who meets you just loves you.
Thank you. Thank
And-
you. Well, maybe not everyone. I don't know. It's
Well,
out there, but
almost everyone.
Right.
Almost everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Thank you. But we've had our own adventure together.
Yes.
We've gone through a lot of things. Mom and I, our ups and downs, and at one time, well, my mother and father got divorced, of course, when I was 11.
Yeah.
And I remember this, Mom. I
What?
know it didn't happen like this.
Yeah.
But it was my 11th birthday, and my father had clothing stores. And I remember I wanted this particular. Remember, I was a handbag. I was a
Yeah.
handbag
And you were
maniac, and I'm
still
still a
involved with
handbag
handbags.
maniac.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the bag was brown with a saddle, kind of a saddle bar across it. I wanted that so badly. And in my mind, you said, "Happy birthday! We're getting a divorce." And I know it didn't happen like that, but that's what I remember.
Oh, Lisa, I'm
but no,
sorry.
no. But life went on.
Yeah.
It went on, and we moved down to Florida.
Yeah.
Remember, we moved to Florida, and Mom and I had quite a little adventure in Florida.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mom. I won't say anything that I'm not supposed to. And what happened in Florida? Don't talk, or you'll live to regret it.
No, we found our way, and,
Yeah.
and we each.
And you had a job at Palm Air.
I had a
You
job at
started-
Palm Air as a color coordinator, their first color coordinator. They created a job for me.
That's pretty good.
And you were young, and they
17,
hired you,
18.
but they hired you to be a store manager of a wonderful boutique.
I love that. That was fun.
Near the ocean
Yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale.
That's right.
Yeah,
was a
and I
wonderful time.
remember you were terrific, and you were young, but you managed that store, and their business grew. And
Remember there was that little area. It was called the
Sunrise.
zoo. No, there was a really wonderful, handsome guy. He looked like Kenny Rogers.
Oh,
Remember? I
I didn't remember that.
There was a
Yeah.
whole little development. It was around Sunrise. It was like a alcove, a little hideaway, a little
Yeah.
area, and it was all at that time. Of course, we're talking about the 70s, and there were head shops, and it was so much fun to work there.
Yeah.
And I was in there, and I managed. I remember I was 17, 18, and
Yeah.
two young fellows owned it, and there was downstairs was all men's, and upstairs was all juniors. So I managed the whole junior. Was really
I
fun.
know.
You remember that?
I know, and
Yeah.
you worked very
Yeah,
hard.
I loved that job.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
And then what about the travels and adventures we've had
Ooh,
together?
We
went
yeah.
to Africa on a safari,
Yeah, that was wonderful.
and we went to China and Vietnam, and
That was in 06 and 07.
yeah,
Yeah, we had a good time. And right away, well, Mom
What?
and I are very close. We have a very beautiful relationship. And wherever we go, we have a lot of fun, and we maybe there were people, we weren't always liked by people for some reason. We were never like, we were always talking about,
But I know.
I think
Yeah.
that because we were a mother and daughter that was very close.
And there were always the women on the trip. If there were any
The
women
on the trip always
they
hated
either
us.
thought that we were going for their husbands,
So
or
ridiculous.
we don't know what.
Yeah.
I know.
And then we had, Mom, remember one of the trips we went on? It was a small. It just went along the water. What was it called? It was a very small ship. It wasn't even a ship. It was. We went down the Nile, or we went down the canal.
Oh, we were in
Wherever we
Egypt.
were. Whenever I went, Mom and I always had a really wonderful time, and we had fun, and we met people, and Mom had her foot hurt her, this hurt her, and we went we went down the Nile. It was a riverboat, the riverboat
Oh,
cruise.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my mother, well, I could tell you a million
What
stories.
did I
My
do?
mother has more energy than I do. So my mother's complaining, her foot, her this or that. Next thing I know, she's on the floor dancing and picking up knives and spoons. And I said, Mom, your knees, your feet. What are you doing? So my mother, there's no grass that grows under your little feet.
They're not so little, Lisa.
No, but we had fun. Or I used to, whenever we went away, they were always after my mother.
But Lisa,
Mom?
don't tell stories.
I won't. I can't talk about it. But my mother and I had a good time together. We really did. We really did. And like I said, there's one exciting thing that we did, and it's not dirty or anything.
Oh, good.
We went to California, and the famous writer who wrote Red Shoes Diary, and he also wrote Zalman King.
Yeah, Zalman King.
May he, God bless him.
Yeah.
And he also wrote 9.5 Weeks.
Oh, that's right.
I
That's
have
right.
a family member who's very, very close to he and his wife and his family, and she mixes and mingles with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they had us over for dinner one evening.
Right.
And I want to tell you something, not tonight, of course, but one time I'm begging you to do Lady Macbeth.
Oh.
She performed Lady Macbeth in front of Zalman King and whoever was at the
Clarence
table.
Williams the third.
Clarence Williams, you remember, was it Mod Squad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Link.
This
Was it
is
Link?
a while. Right.
But he was there, and Zalman was blown away. I only wish if we prepared that because when my mother performs, you close your eyes and you don't even realize it's my mother. It's her whole voice, her demeanor, her facial expressions, her body, everything changes. And he filmed it.
He filmed it.
He made you do it again the next time we went back, and he filmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really great. We've had a lot of wonderful adventures together.
Yeah, we have, Lisa.
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah, and then there are people that get in the way, like husbands and boyfriends. My mother's boyfriend who's sitting behind you. And
listening to everything.
So that's why I have to be careful, because, Mom, you could live to regret it. I could live to regret it. But we, and we're still going to travel, whether you like it or not.
Well, Ivan and I travel a lot.
I know you do. It's great.
A wonderful time in my life, too.
Yeah,
That we do.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed. I have wonderful things happening to me.
You do. You're pretty. You're good, Mom.
Right, with my children, with my wonderful daughter, with my significant other.
Yeah.
Or what do we call it now, Ivan?
There's Ivan. You
He's
can't
waving.
see him, but he's waving.
Not significant other. What's the
significant other, lover?
Domestic partners.
Domestic. Is that what it's called now? Domestic
Yeah,
partner?
domestic
It
partners.
sounds like you're a
It sounds so
housemate.
serious.
No, but domestic partner is house.
Yeah.
Like I would
Well,
think.
because
She makes me do all the cooking.
All the cooking and all
and
the
grocery shopping.
No, it's not bad. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
Because
it
you
is.
love to do that.
I do.
He
That's
does.
it. I know.
He won't let me in the kitchen.
I don't
I'm not
blame you.
allowed in the kitchen.
Mom,
What?
you're not allowed in the kitchen.
Just
That's
as
right.
well.
What can I do? What can I do? Yeah.
Only after dinner.
Only after to clean up time.
Yeah, I'm the cleaner.
Yeah,
I'm the cleaner.
you're a good cleaner. But we've had a lot of fun over the years. We really have.
Yeah, we have.
Just
we have.
remember so many.
And we came down to Florida how long ago?
A long time. I was 17.
Yeah,
And you were-
that's
I don't know
more
how
than
old you
5
were.
years.
Well, we've had a few bouts down here. We've been down here a few times, but many years ago, that was when I was 17 is when we moved down, and then you moved back, and we went back and forth a few times. And now I think I've been here 25 or 26 years, since
And
93.
You opened Serendipity
95, the end of 95.
in 95.
Yeah.
It's hard to
I
believe.
know, 22 years.
and
Yeah.
a wonderful store. I was just there, and I saw every time I walk into Lisa's store, I always spot something that's
I had to drag her out of
fabulous.
there. I said, "Come on, Mom, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we have to go.
We're going to be late." And I remember we it was a channel 7 or 10 did
Yeah.
a whole. They did a
Oh,
whole.
yeah.
What is it called? They came into the store and they filmed it.
Yeah.
And
It was it for the news? It was a
news.
special?
Yeah, it was a special
Yeah.
for, I believe it was Channel 10.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Jen
Oh,
Herrera? No.
No,
Excuse me. Jen. I don't know, but you would know.
we both have
very-
wonderful memories,
Yeah, I know.
Lisa.
But it's not
We're
Jen Herrera.
outstanding. That's not our best.
Yeah, but she
our
was
best.
she was great, and I remember you had the beautiful fur coat, and you said this is not your
Yeah.
grandma's.
Yeah, this is
Consign-
not your grandma's consignment
Yeah,
shop,
yeah.
and it isn't, Lisa.
I
Your
know.
store. I've been to many consignment shops, especially since when you went into this business,
Yeah.
just to compare. And wherever I go into the stores, and they don't even come close to looking like
Well,
your
it's
store.
interesting. I'm not, I'm not the type to say, hey, I'm.
Yeah, look at me, look at
I
me.
don't do that, and I don't also say, hello, this is Lisa, I own the store. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
But I remember sometimes you Google yourself or you look and see. And
Yeah.
last year, 2015, I think it was January 15th or June 15th, there was a whole write-up. I don't know
Yeah.
if I shared this with you,
Oh.
but it said postcards, living on a postcard. That's what it was. It was living on a postcard, and in there it wrote that I was the, oh my gosh, I was talking to someone today, that pioneer of consignment.
Oh.
That I was the pioneer
Oh.
of consignment because I was reflecting back when I opened the store. I had a
Yeah.
vision, and my vision was to be like a boutique, a
Yeah.
high-end boutique.
Yeah.
And that's how the wonderful designer who designed the store, designed Macy's cellar in Manhattan.
That's right. That's right. Your first store.
And my store was quite different than it was. Totally different. Not
Yeah,
quite. It was
yeah.
opposite of what was out there.
You had interesting furniture, antique.
Yeah,
things.
and it looked like a boutique. The other stores, were wonderful and terrific, but they were more at
But
the
not
time.
like
they
by
were
Lisa,
thrifty.
right.
They were more thrifty. They were more. It was just a whole different feel. I remember people coming into the store, and they'd walk in and they'd look around. Oh, it's a very nice store. How come you have Barbra Cat? You have different labels. You have different. I said, because I'm a consignment store. Whoosh. All I saw was hair flying in the air out the door.
Yeah,
They didn't. Consignment was unheard of.
Yeah, or they would refer to it as a thrift shop.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, a
Oh,
thrift-
your
yeah.
daughter has a thrift shop.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not like any thrift shop
It
you
isn't,
would
yeah.
see.
And that's
Yeah.
what my whole thing. I didn't want anything smelly. I didn't want anything. I'm anal, spotless perfectionist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so right from the beginning with the everything, with the black ceiling, and it was just a whole different ambiance than others.
Right.
And I remember there was this one couple that I had some brand new from a store that was in Meisner, Coogee sweaters, if anyone recalls the
I
Coogee
remember.
sweaters.
Yeah, right.
And I happened to have a smaller and larger size, and it was the husband bought one and the wife. And they looked at it and they said, "Oh my God, look at this price! These
Yeah.
are brand new." And they bought it, and that's when things started to. I guess one
Yeah,
tells
people
two, two
recognized.
tells four, and
Yeah.
within a year it had blossomed.
Yeah.
Within 1 year, it had blossomed.
And you're in full bloom now,
Yeah,
Lisa.
yeah. And as you know,
Yeah.
I'm opening up 2 other stores. So,
Yes.
one at East. That store should be open next week.
Next
Yeah,
week?
next week.
Oh.
111 East Palmetto. It's 1 block east of Federal on Palmetto. I'm right across the street from the new Hyatt and right before Tao Foot Massage. So I'm the first block after you pass through.
Yeah.
It's actually after the first block.
And you're going to show me
I'm going to show that to you today.
Because I haven't seen the store yet.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And there'll
But-
be a small it'll be a wonderful gallery in there. And then there'll be, of course, a lot of couture and a lot of items that I'm deciding what to bring over. And then in July, somewhere in July, I'll be opening up on Military, which is opposite Joseph's Boca Center, and that's opposite Joseph's. You cross over the light. It's on the corner. It's on Town Center Road and Military, but I'm actually on Military. It's in a black glass building, and I'll be on the bottom floor. They're opening it up. They're going to take the trees down, open it up from pillar to pillar, and double doors. And I'm going in there, and I don't know if anyone. I'm sure everyone remembers. This is a silly thing. Lee from Harold's. He will be in there as well.
Right.
2 separate stores, of course. But that'll be a mirror image of the store that I have now.
Oh,
Mirror
I didn't
image.
know that.
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes, it'll be about the same size as well.
And how far from
It's
where
2
you
minutes
are
from
now?
the store.
So
2 minutes.
So your customers will
That's
have to
important.
travel 2 minutes.
Right. That's important
further.
because I want everyone to know that if they walk into the East Boca store, they're going to say, this store isn't anything like the other. And they'll have, I'm sure, things to say. They'll miss the other store. People don't like changes. But it's a whole other kind of store. But just know that in July or August, when the other store opens, it's going to look just like what I have now.
Because
if I could take and pick up the
right.
store and move it, but that's what it's going to be, a mirror image.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that everyone wants to hear that.
But your new store on Palmetto is also going to be beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful. It's gorgeous.
But
people don't like, they don't like to, I didn't know that the East don't go West and the West don't go East.
Really?
Yeah, it really is the truth. And it will be, first of all, downtown, I call it downtown, is booming like crazy. I mean, it's really wonderful down there.
Isn't there a big opening coming up?
Wait a minute, Mom, thank you. I am having, and you'll see that on Becky, whom I adore, is putting together a huge event, a grand opening, and it will be on April 28th. So watch the Facebook pages, my Facebook page as well as Becky and Boca, and it will show, everything will be explained. But it's April 28th. That's on a Friday night. There'll be a huge event, and there'll be probably a DJ and a red white carpet. When Becky puts something together, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I hope that many will attend because it's going to be a lot of fun. It happens to be the same night that the new restaurant is opening up. So it's just going to be amazing. I'm really excited
What's the
about
name
it.
of the hotel again?
It's the Hyatt.
Oh, the Hyatt. That's
The Hyatt.
Right.
So I hope and expect everyone to come to the event.
Because you'll be there, and I'm going to be there
and there
too.
Could be.
And Ivan is going.
Ivan will come, and there'll probably be the newspaper and the television, and there'll be a lot of things going on that night.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
My daughter is leading such a wonderful, exciting life. Hard work.
Yeah, it's
I
a lot
know
of
you
work.
work
I love
very
it, though.
hard,
I love
Lisa.
I love
and
what
your
I do.
hours.
They're abominable, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm always lecturing my daughter, honey, you have to leave when
and
the store
I say,
closes. Mother, don't tell me what to do.
Or I don't. That's what my famous line is. Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
To say.
I don't like anyone telling me what to do.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
I'm the same way, Lisa.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's where I got
do
it
you know
from.
That? Huh?
Thank you.
Oh, maybe with her. I don't like anybody telling
I
me
hate
what
people
to
telling
do.
me what to do. Constructive criticism is different.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism is said in a caring way.
Yeah.
But when someone is telling you what to do, and it's supposed to be constructive criticism, but they're telling you how to do it and when to do it, I don't like that.
So Lisa,
I will listen. I don't know. People just love to do that.
Yeah, I bristle.
I bristle too.
Say I have to
bristle.
make my own decision.
Yeah, and I do. Other than like you. Oh, thanks. I bet you didn't know that either. A lot of
What
light.
else do we have in common?
Yeah, we knew our eyes were the same, but yeah. Oh boy, and my mother also has a beautiful home on a lake in Connecticut because we're from Connecticut.
Yeah.
So Connecticut's a beautiful place. I love it there. And that's where I go. I go up to Connecticut. I don't think I'm coming to Connecticut this year. And I don't think I'm going to be working the stores. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it.
Well,
So maybe you'll come and help me out. That's the end of that story. I remember years ago, the solicitors would call in the other store, and I'd say, Mom, please just hang up quickly. Oh, I can't. I can't hang up quickly. Oh, okay, I'll have Lisa call you. I said, Mom, the other phones are ringing. Please hang up the phone. So it's wonderful. Mom, I'm so happy that you came. I'm happy that I asked you. And
Lisa.
you're beautiful, and I adore you. I adore you so much. I really do, Mom.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank
I'm very
you,
blessed to have you as my mom.
And my daughter has given me such joy and excitement. You know, I never know what you're going to come up with next.
No, you never know what I'm going to say or come up with.
And I go, oh, Lisa, what are you going to say? Be careful.
One time you told me I had a little condition, and I said, Mom, that's a terrible thing.
I said that, but I never did.
I just am my own person.
No, you are. It's a wonderful person.
Yeah, thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you. But we are definitely having a love fest between you and I, that's for sure. And there'll be many more years, and I'm looking forward to.
Well, this has been a lot of fun for me to be here. Because I have to find the number on the radio so I can listen.
Oh my God! I have been trying to show my mother ever since I've had the show, and I know it's time to go. But ever since I had the show, Mom, Facebook, I'll show you what to do. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I love you, Mom. I love you and I adore you. And I thank you for looking out and loving my mother. And thank you for coming on the show, Mom.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
If you see me, say hi.
Yeah, please. Thank you for coming. See you with my next guest next week. Thank you for watching Serendipity Style. I hope you saw something you liked tonight. Come and see me at Serendipity Boutique in Glades Plaza, 2200 Glades Road, Boca Raton, or call me at 561-338-0656. See you soon.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers.